Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, gobbing with Nikki. Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, we're jobbing with Nikki.
Welcome to this episode of Jobbing with Nikki. Somewhere I am joined by Wing Commander Nash.
Hi.
There he is.
Hi. I'm just trying to make some more light in the room so it doesn't look like I live in the bottom of a garden.
I thought you were just making a grand entrance.
Ta-da! I'm fucking here with no shoes and socks on. Fucking hell.
So I've got my pyjama shorts on under. That's why I do it from this angle. So you can't see my pyjamas. So I want to start talking about Nashboat. Just in general, like, did you expect it to become what it did?
No, because I thought Ace was just playing around and looking for something to do, and then before you know it, became a tag team. It was about as planned as me setting up this poster behind you, behind me for the Nashboat Show, where we've got Bandicoot 2, which some people think looks like Scott, the referee, versus Dara Diablo.
Wow.
I know.
That will be an amazing match.
It will. Everybody thinks it's Bandicoot 2. Look, we can do this with the power of the internet. Look at that. Look how angry he looks. Exclusives on Jobbing with Nikki.
Yes, I love it. I like it when I get an exclusive.
Wobbled everywhere. There we go. Stay.
But obviously you did, you won the tag titles and the crowd were just insane.
Yeah, what was weird was because I've never won anything at True Grit in the entire time the company's been alive and on and doing stuff. I've always lost absolutely everything. And then we've come close to certain stuff, but no cigar. And then to win my first match in True Grit, but then also win a belt was awful. In a nice way, it was awful because there was a lot of pressure at the same time. So much so that I didn't know what to do when my daughter got in the ring. I was just like, completely broke.
It was a lovely moment, though. Like I say, the crowd are fully behind you and Ace.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, now you have been fired. And
well,
it's unfortunately for JC because now you have the Nashboat Show.
Yeah, he didn't exactly sell out at York, did he? So he's pulled his own pants down by getting rid of me and Ace. You know,
exactly.
The ticket sellers, the thank you for the house, that type of gratuitous verbal violence.
promote the Nashboat Show for me. Come on.
Oh no, because you have to. I can do this because it's a wireless microphone. On Friday, the 29th of August, at the St Mary's Community Centre, which is on 390 Selby Road, Whitkirk, Leeds. Do not fear, Whitkirk is very near to Temple Newsham. So near you can see Temple Newsham. It's LS15 0AA. Doors are at 6 p.m. and the show starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are available at ticketsource.co.uk/Nashboat. Or you can go to mustachethingstodo.co.uk, which is my website. Scroll down. I've still updated it from 3 months ago, apart from having the Nashboat Show in it, because Mustache Things to Do. That's how we roll. It's happening on the 29th. Do you know what else is happening on the 29th? I'll be travelling from Sunderland after leaving the house at 5:30 in the morning. I'm in for a varied old adventure.
Sounds. I mean, I did say to you the other day, unfortunately, I am working in Hull that day, so otherwise I would have been there.
Do me show. I ain't coming to yours. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Yeah, I'm working. I have a good excuse.
I'm working. I'm making the greatest show on earth. Like
I know, and I am
Hugh Jackman.
devastated. Me and James were saying the other day, we kind of are a bit gutted because we would have loved to come to this.
Tough. You'll have to buy the show on VHS because budget. But that VHS has to be loaned to the next person that's also rented it and returned within 48 hours and rewound.
So is it Nashbuster? Yeah.
No, because there's too many. Nashbuster sounds like a Japanese wrestling move. It's Boat Buster, which also sounds like someone that does damage to boats on sea. But it's Boat Buster. It's a strict postal service where you have to go to the next person who's rented its house and drop it off.
Right, yeah. I shall
live in Scotland. You got to get a megabus up there or drive up there, do what you got to do, but you got to drop it off because business is business, you know. Old school pay-per-views. Tape trading, that's what the kids called it.
Tape trading. Now, obviously, you are at Rise as well.
Yes.
And there's such a drastic difference between Miles' dad and Wing Commander Nash.
There is no difference.
There really is.
And Miles's dad will tell you to fuck off. Wing Commander Nash won't.
But for me, like when I saw you at Rise and
Yeah.
you were swearing, and I was just like, "What? No, he can't. He can't."
I'm Miles's dad. Of course, I'm going to swear I'm a dad. I've got a child who's creating more problems than he should be.
The basketball stuff at the last one was just amazing.
I know. I'm currently wearing it. It's been washed since, but I'm currently wearing it because it's breathable cotton. The basketball stuff was
literally, I was crying, like just laughing because you just wouldn't stop.
Well, you know, when I started spinning the ball, I thought if this does me a misjustice on this for this start, because the match hadn't even started, but I was trying to make an entrance, and I literally in my head went, "You better not fall off my finger, or there's going to be proper eruptions." And when I spun it, and it stayed on, and the crowd, I was like, "Right, I'm done." The pop. I'm going to put the ball down and walk backstage. The end is here. We've finished. We've maximised on crowd input. But yeah, it was a good laugh playing basketball and just being a div. And as if Bandicoot or Boy 2 wouldn't let me be part of his tag team. Absolutely disgusting.
Chose Natalie Sykes over you.
I know. Disgusting. Just because she's a 21st century liability.
I know. You're a 1940s pilot or...
Yeah, I'm from the 1940s, you know, dealing with technology in here and a fan and dealing with stuff I shouldn't be experiencing at 1940s, like a 50-inch TV that's got pictures of a forest floating by. I'm not joking. Look, there's a forest.
Wow, that is a big telly.
I know, it's because I'm really old. I need to see the screen. But then when I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/Wing Commander Nash, and somebody comments I have to do this. And I'm not ashamed to say that I've actually enlarged the text for when people type in chat. I just have to go, what's your fucking share? And just
are all your texts enlarged as well?
Yeah, so but not on my phone. I ain't got like big text syndrome on my phone, but like the Twitch chat, so all the chats are enlarged, but still like that. Probably don't help when screen's really bright on here and I'm getting blasted by somebody and I'm like too distracted to see what's going on. I'm a terrible presenter. Terrible.
You need your JG Nash glasses back.
I know. I think they're in the loft.
Oh,
a pair of shorts and a shirt and some braces. Just sat in a bag, as everything else does. We don't use that anymore. We'll go in the loft until we need it.
What do we have? We had JG Nash. We had Thunder Nash.
We had Thunder. Hang on. What we had? Thunder Nash. Oh, they're all my different pants. So there was like Thunder Nash pants. There was some Poker Geek or Geeky Mom pants. There was the British ones, which were my debut JG Nash pants. I have Bat Nash with the cape. What else is there?
Bat Nash.
Bat Nash was great, and then somebody stood on the cape, and I tried to roll out of the way, and it rips the cape a bit. Oh. So I like it because when you do a handstand, the cape falls down and it just says Bat Nash on the bum cheeks. I wore those to Rise as well. There's a fair few pants, but I keep forgetting because there's that many of them. There was Macho Nash, where there were Macho Man, pink trunks. They won't be seen the light of day ever again. There's loads, but the Thundercats, I liked the Thunder Nash ones because they were cool because they got Sword of Omens up the arse. That was brilliant. Man, I used to be so creative. I'm just wearing plain blue trunks and plain blue tights.
Yeah, you need to start getting them creative juices flowing again.
Yeah, from 1940s. Even the Mighty Wings ones are just a pair of trunks with some lettering on the back. That's it. There's no.
Well, I actually watched the match from UKW last night.
Oh yes.
I really enjoyed it. Like the pop you guys got as well.
I think that was probably more Wes than me. I bet people looked at each other in the crowd and went, "Oh!" The kids started calling me Captain. I was like, "Don't make me turn bad guy, right? It's not Captain."
Well, they called you JG on commentary.
Oh yeah, and then that was Chris Castle. Or is it Chris Castle? And then he went, "It's the Power Wings." I was like, "Power." Do we sound like something you order if you want extra spicy chicken? Can I have a portion of Power Wings, please? They call me JG Nash, calls us the Power Wings. So next time we go UKW, he's getting a stiff one to Ed.
Yeah, do it. I want to see you back there because I did enjoy the match. It just looked like you and Wes were just having so much fun.
It was good fun. If you can't arrive to a wrestling show and have fun, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And you managed to turn Tyler Tarantino into a teapot.
I did. It was a lovely teapot, short and stout.
We were quite disappointed when we watched it that no one started a Tyler Teapot chant, but you know.
No, they were just pure yelling, "You can't wrestle" at him, which sounded awful. Because I even leaned into his ear, went, "Are they telling you you can't wrestle?" And he went, "Ah!" I was like, "All right, fair dues, he can't wrestle."
Now, I got some questions in for you.
Oh no!
No, they're all right. It's when we play Mind in the Gutter in a bit that you might not be all right. But right, Sledge Bro, trains at PPW.
Right.
He has asked how you came up with the name Wing Commander and the gimmick.
You want the real version or the fake version?
Both.
The fake version is I fly planes, and I got myself through the RAF, and Wing Commander is quite high up on the list.
Right.
The real version is I was JG Nash, and then I went, "Oh my god, I'm getting grey in all my facial hair and everywhere else. I'm getting old. Shouldn't be doing this. I need to grow up and stop being a nerd." And then I thought, I've got a drone, and I actually have a license to fly the drone legally. And I was like, I have a pilot's license. I was like, I'm going to be a pilot. And then I Googled to see how many pilots there were in wrestling, and there isn't many. I can name them all on one hand. And I was like, okay. So that they look like that. So that's a Top Gun type pilot. That's fine. And the other one, that's also slightly Top Gun-ish, but not. But he's still a pilot of sorts because of the hat. And I was like, right, sod it. I'm going to go back in time. And I was thinking about this today randomly. My Twitter had gone from the Geek of British Wrestling, and then I started to Twitch it. So it was like the avatar was like the old standby screen, like they used to go on TV at like 3 o'clock in the morning or post Royal Rumble on Channel 4. And then it was like, I had it, so it was like glitching. Then there was a picture of an older pilot. Then I looked at the pilot's uniform from that era, which is all blue, brown jacket, the helm, the hat and the goggles, and the life preserver jacket if needed, which I was going to go all in and get, but then it looked like it'd take me 15 minutes to get undressed to have a fight. So I looked at what the color scheme was for the actual Wing Commander badge and like lapels, and I was like, cool, I could have 2 lines down the trunks and have that lighter blue in there if I wanted to. And then I started playing with the idea, and then I was like, right, Wing Commander, because I just looked at names you get in the RAF and which side they salute on to try and make sure I didn't upset anybody. And then I met somebody who works for the RAF and suddenly got humbled and advised in what I was doing. So it didn't help that at the time one of my customers used to be a barracks, and it was the engineers for the fighter jets, and I'd gone in there and I was chatting away to them and asking them stuff, and the amount of information they dumped on me while telling me how they take a plane apart, I was like, don't need to take a plane apart, but it kind of all, it was like one thing that snowballed into another, and it's fine. I've got a mustache. It's very British, having a mustache of sorts and a salute, and without looking like John Cena or anything like that, you can still kind of get away with something. And I was like, cool. I also need something that's stupid. So there's a comedian, and his name slips me. Russ Abbott. Is it Russ Abbott? And he did a character where he was a fighter pilot, and his scarf was constantly stuck out and had like bullet holes in it and burns on it. And I was like, I remember that from being a child stuck in the house on a Friday night. And I was like, right, I'll Google that image to then pull into mine. And then awkwardly it debuted for PCW in, was it Blackpool or was it in Preston? I didn't have all the gear properly. I had the jacket, which was about the only thing I had. And then I had the idea to do the scarf, but it was just a plain brown scarf at the time. I had no helmet, no. It was like a quick test for what do they call it when they want to test screen something, see what the people think. It worked well for what I wanted, and then I took my white boots, dyed them brown myself because I won't buy brand new boots because I'm a tight Yorkshire lad, and then a couple of proper back then big upper wrestlers that were well known started liking comment, and I was like, might be shit in ring, but at least so and so proved my shoes. So there was that. So so if we're going from the daft imaginary side of things to real life stuff that come into play. So it was nice. I was like, yeah, I made changes, and then Wing became a thing. And then just wing it. I ain't done a Nike t-shirt that says just wing it. It'd be terrible. But I think it's pretty much what happens in ring. I legitimately will wing it and see what happens.
Really?
Yeah.
That is shocking, to be fair. Like
I can't have the entire match. Like notoriously planned out as much as what something's always going to go awry. So you just wing it and see what happens, which probably relates to 90% of my opponents laughing, and then they have to hit me because they've laughed. And or they're running at me. I'm going, why is he fucking running at me?
Now, Indigo Jones, he sent in a couple.
Oh boy.
Because huge fan.
Okay.
Now, I mean, I kind of answered that, so I'll ask this other one first. He says, how do you, as a wrestler, balance the comedy and the fun, but still showing you can win a match?
You should always be able to look like you, no matter what your character is doing in ring, you should always have that mindset of, I want the crowd to believe I'm going to win this, because otherwise the crowd aren't going to be behind me. Then the match is going to be terrible because there's nothing for the other guy to get the crowd to get a reaction from. So comedy is, for me, it's more because there's not that many. There are comedy wrestlers, but there's not as many comedy wrestlers as there are big, angry, I'll kick the shit out of you bad guy wrestlers. Or I'm super amazing flippy wrestlers, or that sounds awful when I say that, but I genuinely mean it. It takes skill and talent to do some flips that boys and girls can do. But if you take the amount of comedy wrestlers compared to every other genre of wrestler, there's not that many in the UK. So it's almost like a bit of a niche corner for me to be in. And I think for me to get the balance of it all is, I obviously want to win because it's nice to win, because then you can go to merch stand and go, hey, do you want to buy a picture? And I've had them printed for about 7 months. I've got a chip. By the way, I have got a chip and pin gimmick as well. So anybody watching this, if you want to buy my merch and you see me, I take card. You want to win because it's nice to win. And if you lose, you lose. It's just like, man, well, I'll try something different next time. But the way I present my comedy, as I would, is I like to, I'll never do something that will embarrass my opponent to a point where it like, you can embarrass them in ring, and then it makes them angry, and then you have to run. But I'll never do something that will intentionally upset my opponent, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did
you go into wrestling wanting to be a comedy wrestler?
Oh yeah, because I'm a div. So, it makes perfect sense. I'm quite stupid most of the times anyway. There's people that I haven't seen for years in wrestling due to their schedule and level of greatness. But then when they do see me on other shows that they're either attending with friends that have travelled up that way and they can see me, it's always nice to see me. They're always very bright going, God, I miss seeing you. You're just a bag of wildness. And I'm like, oh, you're welcome. So it's nice. But being a div, I could never be a serious wrestler. I once tried to do serious wrestling. I hated every second of it. It was the worst experience of my life.
I think that's one of the things about you, though. Like, you're very memorable as well. And I don't know, everyone knows who you are.
Yeah, which shocks me at Saturday. It definitely won't me at True Grit, but the amount of people that knew me and wanted to talk to me was like, why have you never spoke to me before at shows? And then I realised, because I'm backstage. So
I thought it was Derek at True Grit.
Yeah, that was definitely, it was some dude that looked like me, but it's definitely not like me, because Derek's hair was a lot bushier than mine is today, so can't mean me. But yeah, it's nice to see how many people do recognise me, and then I get a brief moment of, oh God, what I've said to this person in the past, they're going to ask me a question I need to catch up on. And then the last minute I'll go like, and then have a think, and then I'll eventually go, oh yeah, I remember. Or after it, I'm really sorry, I am old as dust. You'll have to remind me. I'm sorry for ruining it. Sorry for ruining the childhood dream. I have no idea what you've asked.
I'm talking about your signed pictures. I used to have one on my fridge.
The original 8x10s in white.
Yes.
And,
the JG Nash ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had one of them on my fridge in like 2015.
Oof. They've gone them now. They're extinct.
They're all sold out. That's how you word.
They're all sold out. No more ever again. Where did I last sell them? I think I sold the last lot at a TNT show in Castleford. The last remaining few got absorbed into the atmosphere, never to be printed again. I don't know.
I have always loved your matches, and like watching you, it is refreshing as a fan to have the comedy matches as well, but where the guys can wrestle. Like, so your matches with Axel at Gauntlet,
yeah.
Like, I know you say you wing it, but how much of them were planned? Like,
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100% You would be genuinely surprised. You would be genuinely surprised. The good thing at Gauntlet is I can go up to the promoter and go, "What would you like to do?" And he'll go, "Do whatever you want." And I'm like, "Oh no, there's a giant Connect 4 set," because that's genuinely happened in the past. They'll say, "Do what you want." I just enjoy it also, just have fun. And I'm like, "Cool." And then there was one time to peel back the old curtain. I did True Grit. Then I had to go to Gauntlet because I was double booked. I make myself sound like in demand.
No, I remember that day.
Flew to Gauntlet. And I got to Gauntlet and left my trainers back at True Grit in York. So I had to go back to True Grit after that. I was like, oh, my poor car's going to die. But I got there and we had 10 minutes-ish to stick together and crack on. And Axel's phenomenal in his own right. He's like genuinely, he's like super up for anything and always willing to want to put stuff. So I come in and I'll say, we can get away with absolute murder. What we're doing, and then we do absolute murder. But there was like going back to the Connect 4. Yeah, I got told you can do whatever you want. I don't mind. Are you absolutely sure? And he went, yeah. And I went, cool. And the lad that I had to work with could literally do 2 moves, and that was it. And I had no faith in him picking me up because I didn't want to die. So I was like, cool. So the match started, and I dragged a full on, as you would see in like a Butlins or a caravan park, a Connect 4 that was wider than a table. And then I just went, right, fair dues. And we started Connect 4 until he cheated. And I called him out on his bullshit. And then I let him hit me with a move. And then I went backstage because obviously I'd lost and the crowd were booing because the other guy won. And then the promoter went, what was that? And I went, you told me I could do whatever I wanted. And I went, I did whatever I wanted. He went, you gotta get back out there. They're not happy. And I was like, I know they're not happy because he's won. So I ran out, straight out. Run out and went, I want a rematch, ring the bell. And the lad's still in the crowd like eyeballing. As soon as he turned, grabbed him, picked him up, big F5, pinned him, 1, 2, 3, room exploded. I walked backstage. I was like, there we go, fucking hell. Just
that's another thing I love about you. When you came out as Batista, like Nash-tista at Planet.
Oh, Planet.
I popped so much. I was like, it's Nash-tista, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was down to a chap called Beardhausen on Twitch, and then he'd created my character in one of the 2K games and sent me a thing of my entrance, and it was Batista's entrance. And I went, I'm going to do it at weekend. And it was great having Matt Rolls and then Batista bombing him. Took great pleasure. Boom, see you later, pal.
I mean, not before he managed to stick his finger in your ear.
That was the funkiest smelling finger I've ever experienced in my life. It was well rough. So he deserved the Batista bomb. Yeah. And you'd be surprised how many of the lads came running over. Was like, did you call that out there? I was like, can you imagine? Batista bomb.
But like I said, I got sidetracked. Your matches with Axel, though, like I spoke to you on Saturday about the fact that I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so much. Like
from the silent one.
Yeah.
That was
you and Axel together. I don't think I can watch you wrestle him again because I may die.
Well, have to see what's coming on the old Cardigals. No, Axel's great fun. Like I've got a lot of time, but the last 2 times I've been on shows with him, I've literally arrived, done something with him, and left, and I feel like a genuine piece of shit for doing it. So I need to spend some time with him and just sit with him this time and be like a good boy, not fly out the door. That match for me and Axel, that originally happened with me and somebody else for a company called Avant Garde in Newcastle, and it was I got the exact same reaction of you losing your shit as a woman that was sat front row, and as soon as she started, she went, and I just turned and looked at her, and she had to like bury her head inside her jacket. I was like trying to keep it quiet, and it was fun to do, but it was also extremely hard because there was at one point I think I had my finger snapped, and I went to put my hand over my mouth, and then I just ended up burying it into the cushion, into the turnbuckle, and going, and then trying to not make noise to get in trouble. It was just, but it's a shame that it happened up there as a one-off. Everybody loved it, and then there was no footage of the event thereafter. So it's kind of like a hidden gem of sorts. I was gutted. I was pissing myself when I got backstage. It was a mime. I was wrestling a mime, so that's why we did this. Because I literally walked up to him and went, "You're a mime." I went, "We're having a match where first one to make noise loses." And he went, "But I'm a mime." And I went, "Exactly." So that's how that came about. and it was great fun. It was genuine, just me being stupid.
So the other Indigo Jones question.
Right.
So did you use any influences on your wrestling style from outside wrestling?
Any other influences? Lee Evans, which probably due to the volume of sweat is probably the only reference people will get from that.
No, but I can see that now you've said it.
Yeah, so just Lee Evans' mannerisms for stuff and how he'd react. So if something does something to me that's shocking of some kind, he'll always be the erratic, like whip round, look a little bit harmless. Occasionally, met the lip slip around. It's Lee Evans because I just genuinely enjoyed him. Any of his shows, I was always a big fan of and sat and watched. There's always a couple of different stuff that you pick up. Like wrestling's great in the sense of because you're playing a character, you can do whatever you want, however you want. So your only stopping point in wrestling is if the promoter genuinely is booking you for something that he sees, but not what you want to do for your character. So it's nice. I tend to, depending on coming up to the show, whatever I've been doing, or if there's something I've been like hyper focused into, there'll be something that I'll take from it. Like, oh, saw this happen with this person, which created this emotion, and then it makes me want to go into that. And I can go in there as cool as a cucumber. As soon as music starts, mine's blank. It's like I farted. It's awful. It was proper bad. And then when I saw Wesley post the video of me and him doing the airport call before starting at UKW, I look terrified. I'm like, this is UKW. I was like, this is not stressful. I'm like, so head goes. Then you go outside. Then you pull a stupid face, and then it's just influences wise, it can be anything and everything. There's always going to be something that has your character do something, but probably it's like a terrible mixture, like Russ Abbott's attire for a sketch from the 80s, which no kid will understand now. Lee Evans' stupidness, which he's not on TV now, so it's kind of in the past based stuff for me. But then it's like it's small things that stuff my daughter says, or when she sees something and how her reaction is. I know from her reaction, because she's brutally honest, she will literally tell me if it's terrible. Like, I was like, please don't, just because my dad, don't try sugarcoat out. And she's like, oh no, I like this. And she'll be real with me. There have been times where she's like, that was stupid. I was like, thanks, you're welcome. She thought I was dead when I went to a table at True Grit. And then the promoter of Tidal came and took a photo of me in my dead position I wasn't aware of. And my daughter was like, because we're checking if my dad's alive. Because if he's dead, I need to tell my mum.
So, taking pictures.
Yeah, it's probably like, hey, dead. So just influences wise, it's just there's a lot in the mix. But it's not like there's no set wrestler. There'll always be something from somewhere that I've seen that's just made me smile, or something like what would that character do in the 1940s? Absolutely none of the stuff I do would be done in the 1940s, apart from the boxing, which leads me to a tryout, so to speak, for a big company. And I only started talking in the gimmick when we got asked to get changed. And then he went, talk to me about this. And I went, oh, good hell. And then we got in ring. And then he goes, so why are you talking like you were talking earlier? And I was like, yeah, valid point. And he went, oh, well. And I went, yeah, oh, well. Well, I took that money, threw that at a wall, watched that disappear. That was good. It was... So it's the dialing the character up, and then also panicking and going, I don't need to dial it up in this environment when I actually did need to dial it up. And I was like, bollocks ass. I could have been on other shows. You
never know. The future. It can hold many mysterious things.
I could be sat there in the crowd as a Pain fan. Like, I used to wrestle back when I was 40, me lad. Back in my day, I was at left bank in Leeds, like bloody WrestleMania.
Right, we are now going to play Mind in the Gutter.
Oh no, this is going to be awful. This is where I get cancelled.
So, Matty Mayhem is the only one to play it, so he is the champ.
Oh, is he?
He has got 20 points. There is a total of 40 to get.
What the fuck? I didn't know I was taking a quiz.
Oh, yeah. So if you get it on the first question, well, the first clue, you get 4 points. 3
Right.
points on the second, 2 on the one after, 1 on the fourth. You get the
Okay.
drift? Right.
I do.
I'm a 4-letter word.
Dick.
No. You
Okay.
need to be flexible to do me. There can be grunting and groaning before you're finished.
Yoga.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm keeping point. Don't worry. All right, next one. When you shake me, I'll excitedly spray out.
Dick. When you shake me, I'll excitedly spray out. Packet of salt and shake crisps. No, they don't spray out. What the fuck shakes and sprays out? Tomato salt, no. Tomato salt, no, because you got to squeeze it. You got to shake and squeeze. Oh my God.
Ready for the next clue?
Yes, please.
If you drink too much of me, you might faint.
Oh, alcohol. No.
It's beer, but I'll give you it.
Oh, okay.
Same difference. Right. When I creep slowly, I become harder.
Is it the creep himself, Ian Creep?
No.
Okay. When I creep slower, I become harder. Porridge.
What kind of porridge do you have?
No, creeping porridge that becomes harder. If I creep slower, I become harder. A speed bump. A poo when you're touching cloth.
Ah.
Another clue, please.
Once I get excited, I start to flow.
Start to float.
Flow.
Float. Oh, well, what? So it's when I creep slower, I become harder. The waves.
No, do you want another clue?
Yes, please.
I shoot out from a steaming hole.
Oh my God, a bullet. A steaming hole. Coming out from a steaming hole. A geyser. I don't know.
Touch me, then I can burn you. Sometimes I gush like a fountain.
Kettle.
You're forgetting about the other clues here, aren't you?
I am. I'm boiling pasta. A shower in a hotel. My cat killing a mouse last night. I don't know.
Lava.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah, and when it goes slow, it goes hard. Fucking hell.
Right. If I'm soaking wet, you should lay me down.
Soaking wet, should I do? A towel. No, but you don't lay a towel down, do you? You hang it on a rail or over a radiator. What the fuck are you wet and lay down? A dick.
You can use your toes to get me off.
Wellies.
Oh, so close.
Crocs. Trainers. Socks. Toe rings. Ankle bracelets.
You're saying everything but. You've said wellies, you've said trainers.
Shoes.
Yes!
Oh, my cut.
Right.
It's proper
You've
bad.
said-
Look at that. It's right on the thummy bit.
You have said this answer for one of the previous, but you've
Dick.
said a lot. You've said a lot of answers.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to poke me to make me release water.
Boop. That's freaking. Poke me to release water. Is it one of them fucking fish that just expands and goes all prickly? You just give that a poke and goes.
No.
Poke me to release water. And I've said it.
Yeah.
Poke me.
Another one?
Yeah, go on.
If you're not careful, I'll leave a red stain.
What the fuck? Leave a red stain. My mind's completely gone out. Burp. I need another hint, a tip, something.
If you poke my backside enough, I'll spray it all over.
Jesus wept. Shit, what have I said that sounds like that? That sounds like a number of things. I'll have to tap. I generally can't think of it.
Some people don't like me on their sausage.
Tomato sauce.
Yes!
Fuck! Oh, God. I'm mad. I'm a brown sauce guy.
Ah, there we go. You can't live without me. You like to play with me.
Ooh, can't live without me. You like to play with me. I'd say air, because that's a sensible one, but how do you play with air? Oh, play with the air. Look at me. That's you can't live without me. Time? No. Because how do you play with time? Can't exactly go, you coming out time? He goes, yeah, of course I am. Another hint, please.
You play with me before bed.
Pillow. No. Sleep.
Play with your pillow?
Playing with myself.
At work, you hide from others.
At work, yeah. I have no idea.
You only allow a select few people to touch me?
My Pokemon chain? What the fuck? No, it's either the heat or my brain's literally farting now.
It's a phone.
Oh, what the? Oh,
I need my hand.
it makes perfect sense, yeah, because you can't. Everybody's like so addicted to phones. Shit the bed.
I am always active and can't stay still.
My heart.
Yes.
Yay! Boom.
Nailed it. All right. Some people are dark, some are light.
Some people are dark, some are light. Ooh. Coffee.
Oh, it's a good answer, but wrong.
Or milky tea. Dark tea. Heroin, cocaine. Chocolate.
These are all really good answers, but none are right.
What the? Some are dark and some are light. People that turn the light off during sex and then turn the light on during sex.
Right. If you touch me, I might prick you.
A hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
He's not light or dark.
Oh, light or dark and being a prick. Fucking hell. Sounds like baits of depression.
It does.
If you touch me, I'll prick you. And some are dark and some light. Another clue.
At first, women are scared.
I was going to say a hair dye test where you put a little sample patch, but how would that prick you?
It's on a person. I'll give you that clue. It's on a person.
Oh, it's on a person, but it
Yes.
might prick somebody.
Yes.
Some are dark and some are light. A fucking big toe. I don't know.
Later, they like it.
Oh my god. Might prick you. I can't think of what a human body can do to prick somebody.
It's a
Apart
beard.
from the obvious.
A beard.
Oh, piss it out. Because I can't grow a proper beard. That's it. Oh, my lack of beard has let me down.
Yep. When I come, I buzz.
A Nokia 3210. When I come, I buzz. A Ring doorbell notification that your takeaway is here. Or your food in the restaurant and you have that little gimmick goes, and you walk over and then the staff look at you just as miserable because you're just another person they've got to serve for the day. And when I come, I buzz. What could that be? It wouldn't be Buzz Lightyear. Why call my Buzz? A text message.
No.
Oh, bollocks. A phone call.
If I give you a kiss, you'll get a bump.
You get a bump. The fuck is that? Is that a Facebook poke? I have, if you give me a kiss, you'll get a bump. What? That sounds like some off social media that I've got no idea on.
No, it's not. It's not an inanimate object.
Okay. Give me a kiss, you get a bump. Oh, a bee sting. A bee.
Oh, very close.
Wasp.
No.
Hornet. Swordfish.
You're saying all the things but it.
A mosquito.
Yes.
Yay! Oh, my mind was so far away from that.
Right, the last one.
Last one.
I have hair on top and also below.
Well done. I'm proud of you. I also have hair on top and down below. Hair on top and below. A cat. He's got hair above and below. I know it because he leaves it all over the house. I have hair on top and below. Austin Powers' bedroom. Hair on top and below. Another clue, please.
If you rub me with your hand, I'll start running water. If you poke me hard, I will bleed.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Is it the American Werewolf in London? Holy hell. A shower? No, because why would a shower bleed? Another clue. I'm doing terrible.
I'll fall asleep with you at night.
Hair on top and hair below. A waterbed? No. Fucking hell. I don't know.
I'll keep you company while you work. On a person.
An eyelash.
Eyes, I'll give you it.
Eyes. Oh my word.
Matty Mayhem is still the champion. You only got 18.
What a bastard.
He will be very happy.
Fuck him right with his high score. Next time I see him, I'm gonna stiff him in ring for no reason.
You're stiffing him.
Kick him right out of his attire.
Oh, you can't be mean to Matty Mayhem. He's my favourite.
He's a grand lad. He popped up on my stream last week, and we had a little conversation and chat, and then he was playing some games. So he's a grand lad of all the time in the world.
He is like one of my favorite humans.
Oh, he had a whale of a time wearing a Newcastle shirt in Castleford. The kid's just feral. Absolutely.
He wore one in Barnsley on Friday.
Good lad. Did you get the same reaction? Well, kids were just pure feral. Yep.
Apart from us four, who were chanting random crap at him like Biker Grove, Ant and Deck. I think Chloe shouted up the Tyne Tunnel or Toon Tunnel or something.
Nobody wants to go up the Tyne Tunnel. If you don't pay your fee before midnight, you get £100 charge. It's disgusting.
So where can we find your upcoming shows aside from the Nashboat Show?
The Nashboat Show on the 29th and on the 30th. I'll be at Gauntlet Wrestling in Selby as Mighty Wings make their second debut versus... It's not been announced yet, has it? Has it been announced?
I think it has.
Has it? Have they shown our opponents? Either way, it's Rob Drake and Jimmy McIlvey. So we've got that. And then I have no idea what's happening in September. I'm having a change around of stuff for me in September. So, twitch.tv/Wing Commander Nash, just type in Win Commander Nash on any socials. You'll find me on them all, apart from any new ones that have been created, and I'm too old to realise that I should have been a part of those. No, I don't do TikTok dances. Yes, I post videos of me swearing at my TV or controller because it's not great. Although there is hashtag Making Towns making a heavy return in September, as is the hotel bed flipper. So make of that what you will. But yeah, other than that, it's just been Commander Nash and then yeah, follow me on that. Let me know how your day has been. I stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. apart from end of month when it's gone. There's not right lot. I can't promote because I'm taking a lot of it away, you see. So it's changes and things happening, but it's nothing bad.
I'm old, so I don't understand all this Twitch stuff.
Me neither. You have no idea how many times I've started a stream and it's just gone off and I'm talking and nobody's there. And I'm like, oh it's crashed. Oh, that's great. Let's fucking do that again, shall we? So
it does seem like your Twitch is going really well.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's a couple of hours, me, an old person playing games, really. And we have some community nights where we'll have the viewers join us. And then a couple of the guys that were at True Grit, I had to bar one of them because he was being a rebel. I went, right, you're getting blocked. With don't block me. Boom, blocked. And then tried to add me on his mate's account and some other stuff. I was like, no. You've done the wrong thing. You're getting kicked out of the group. See you later. So it's
didn't you recently do like a 24-hour gaming?
Yeah, that was through Get Together Through Gaming by Leeds Mind. And it was weird because like I'd set myself the challenge of seeing how much I could raise. We hit the goal because I think I put like 500 quid just to see what would happen. And then we did really well. I think it was like 40 streamers over the weekend that you could watch. And I was one of the few that did a 24-hour stream. I was like playing The Last of Us. And then I was like looking back at the old footage and I'm literally sat in the sofa going, turning back into the Undertaker. It was really good. Like, I was legitimately going to do a 24-hour stream to see what money we could raise for the raffle at the Nashboat Show. But then part of me thought, no, because people might think I just want to raise money to put in my own pocket. But I was literally going to go, right, we'll do a 24-hour stream, whatever money we make. I will record a vlog of me going down and buying whatever. So if we earn £6, I'm going to pound and you're getting the nicest £6 things I can find. But if we'd raised a larger amount of money, go, cool. So there's a PlayStation 5 console. I'd have gone to my mate's got a game store. I'd have gone to him because it's publicity for him. Bought the game store, and then when it comes to raffle, go right. Here's the raffle prize. Grab your tickets. People would either get a PS5 dirt cheap, or it'd just be a great amount of raffle money involved. But I was like, no, because that means I've got to do a stream before the show, and if you don't go to plan, or people do think, some people are like that. He's only wanted money for himself because it's the internet, innit? I was going to do that, so I haven't decided on a cause. There was a few talks of a few charities and stuff, and some of them were like, nope, don't want to do it with them, don't want to do them, just out my own personal choice. But I'm definitely going to pull a 24-hour one before this month's over. But it's probably just purely to play Last of Us 2, because I played Last of Us 1 that much. I realised I only did half an hour. If I'd have stayed in here for half an hour longer, I'd have finished the fucking game. I was like, bollocks. Yeah. So I played it that much that I basically got it to completion anyway. So the next stream was like, right, lads, I've just completed that game. That took 5 minutes. Wicked. So yeah, it was good. The crew behind Leeds Mind, obviously, for mental health and stuff were great. We got sent T-shirts and some other bits and bobs. And I put the T-shirt on and I ripped the sleeve straight away. And I was like, I'm obviously massive.
I'm sorry, I am here. Just my laptop's dying.
Laptop die. But yeah, it was good. It was a good 24-hour gimmick. Lots of people came in the chat and we discussed stuff, and it was a good laugh, like genuinely enjoyable. But then I literally sat on the sofa in my house at like 8:30 when it finished, and I literally just went.
Yeah, I don't know how you can stay awake for like. I'll start playing a game, and then I'll just I'll get so relaxed. Like if I'm playing I'm a big Sims and Final Fantasy player, so
okay.
I'll be playing like Final Fantasy. I'll be having for a fight, and I'll be like, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm dying. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I was like, just nodding off. I was thinking, and it's not like I'd had like a boatload of energy drinks and other stuff like that. I'd kept it quite sensible. And then Wes popped up and brought some treats, and then I had a big sugar rush from there. Then I got a cooked breakfast brought down to me, which was nice. And then I just remember like when the stream had ended and everyone was like, the chat was just blowing up with those people. I was like, and then I looked at the phone and my wife was like, get to bed. And I was like, oh, I've got to go, guys. I've been away for 24 hours. I was sat on the sofa with a sore ass. So it was wild. 24 hours in the pants. Just, yeah, there was no breaks taken. So if the game's good to play, then you're fine. I'll definitely do another one happily. I just need to find the right cause for it to raise money for it and just have that bit of giggle and fun time. But yeah, it's like with anything in life. You want to get out what you put in, that type of shenanigans.
Exactly. Right, we are going to wrap this up because you will be streaming in 5 minutes.
Oh shit! Look at me. So ready for the stream. I've not even bothered to set the fucking switch up.
Oh gosh! Right, let's say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. By the time we've seen this, I've already done a stream on Super Mario Sunshine. Thanks for joining. You know what I mean? I thought it's hot as fuck. Let's play a game where you spray water everywhere.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Nikki. Have a wonderful evening, madam. I shall see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.